Hello, this is Desiree Dubonnet, Professor of Medicine at the International Medical University. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about chewing. God has given you a juicer. Here it's your teeth, your jaw, your mouth, mixing with the saliva, enzymes, amylase. This is the way we start digestion. We start triggering nerves into the brain to receive signals to set up the rest of the digestive process. We need to chew.
Eat somewhat less, but eat it more. Would you be hearty beyond fourscore? Eat not at all in worried mood, or suffer harm from the best of food.
When we chew, we start and activate the digestive process. We trigger neurons in the brain that set up digestion. We start to get everything ready for digestion. Chewing is very important. It starts the process.
Don't gobble your food, but Fletcherize. Each morsel you eat, if you'd be wise. Don't cause your blood pressure ever to rise by prizing your menu by its size.
If the mouth does its job and you chew and properly break things down, you have less problems onto the stomach, less problems onto the small intestine, less problems for the large intestine, less problems for the liver and the pancreas.
The more you chewed your food, the easier it was to digest, as chewing creates more amylase in your mouth. And amylase is the primary carbohydrate digestive enzyme.
The amylase enzyme in the mouth breaks up the carbohydrates into their components, so they release a type of sugars. You see, when you get the processed food, you start to see that it releases the bad things and it tastes chalky. We see what's inside these processed foods. So in processed foods, the faster you eat them, the better they'll taste, because as they're brought down into their components, they're not so tasty. So the restaurants are designed to get you in and out. They're not comfortable. The entire fast food industry is conditioning you and conditioning our society to eat fast. But when we have natural foods, the amylase will break them down into their natural sugars and components. They will taste better. So when you go to a natural restaurant, the longer you stay, the better the food will taste, because the amylase will break it down into its natural components, its natural sugars. When you don't properly chew your food, you get large undigested fats, large undigested proteins, that then will accumulate in the cells and make you fat. We need to be able to chew to be able to keep trim.
Optimal absorption of food, it must be reduced to tiny particles and blended evenly with your saliva. So, in other words, to prevent the loss of nutrients over the course of digestion.
By exercising your teeth, you help to keep them clean, you get the saliva working. This starts the juicing process and properly prepares the entire process of digestion. Very important to chew, chew, chew.
People following this plan had to transform their mouths into primitive kitchen gadgets, somewhere between a Vitamix and a sous vide machine.
Yes, God has given you your own little juicer to be able to prepare the food by making it into a type of juice, mixing in saliva, enzymes, and getting it started. Try to chew 32 times or so, and to break down the food, and then swallow it gently, eating slowly. This is Desiree Dubonnet. You are what you eat, but you are mostly what you absorb. And absorption is the digestion process. Now, we've made a science of the food, oral, stomach, small intestine, ileocecal valve, large intestine, and we've made a whole course available to you to help to treat the digestive process so that you can maximize absorption. And when you eat good food, good whole plant food, you will then be able to absorb it and have the most amount of health. So whether you choose 16, 20, 30, whatever, you're going to have health benefits if you chew your food properly. Use God's juicer and prepare the food properly for the stomach.